So in this session, we're going to learn about what exactly is a table in a database. Now, a table is merely an organized framework of storing information in the form of rows and columns. And if you are already familiar with Microsoft Excel, then probably you must have edited these cells in the form of rows and columns to enter up your data, to organize your information, then eventually saving this whole information at the back end and using it at a later point. Now, the situation is not much very different when it comes to MS Access also. Tables in MS Access are also created in a very much similar way, and again, they have a framework of rows and columns where you can enter up data or import data in the form of rows and columns only. However, the rules that are applicable to forming tables in Excel and MS Access differ quite a lot, but the overall organization of representing data in rows and columns remains the same. So before we move forward, it's quite useful if you are able to understand the basic terminologies revolving around a table. So right now I have a table presented over here, which is simply the ID of an individual, his or her name, his or her age and address, and eventually salary. Now, in MS Access terminology, each and every row that is the layout, if the table layout in the form of the horizontal layout of a table is called a row, or more popularly, a record. And the vertical portion of the table is called a column or a field in MS Access. Now, the next question arises is that how is a table related to a database? Databases as it is don't store information just on a random basis. They use tables to store the information. And the major reason for using tables in databases is that firstly, you can create a whole lot of tables inside your database for storing all different sorts of information. So say you have a table in which you have the name of the individual and the salary. You have another table where you have the name of the individual and you have the address. Then you have another table in which you have the name of the individual and the monthly performance reports of that individual. So you can store all of these three distinct sorts of information inside a database and yet maintain an individual identity of the information. The three tables would be stored separately and you can access them separately also, and it will let you organize your information in the way you want it to be. So this is all about tables in databases in MS Access. Stay tuned for the next session. Thank you for watching.